at the time of year around Easter, and as I'm blessed to be able to share these Truth for Today spots with you, I wanted to spend a few weeks looking at some reasons why I believe that Jesus Christ really did rise from the dead, why that's a historical fact. And the reason that I'd like to share with you this week is all the fulfilled prophecies regarding Christ. There are literally dozens of prophecies, things that were written hundreds of years in advance that were fulfilled in the life of Christ. And there's many just related to the last few days of his life, relating to his crucifixion and resurrection. Let me just share some of those with you. It was predicted in the Old Testament, like I said, hundreds of years in advance, that he would be betrayed by a friend, sold for 30 pieces of silver, that the price would be given to pay for a potter's field, that he would be forsaken by his disciples, that he would be accused by false witnesses, that he wouldn't speak before his accusers, that he would be wounded and bruised, smitten and spat upon, that he would be mocked, that he would fall under the cross, that his hands and feet would be pierced, that he would be crucified with thieves, that he would pray for those who persecuted him, that his friends would stand afar off, that people would shake their heads, that his garments would be parted and lots cast for them, that he would be thirsty, that gall and vinegar would be offered him. He would lift up a forsaken cry to God, that his bones wouldn't be broken, but that his heart would, that his side would be pierced, that darkness would come over the land, and that he would be buried in a rich man's tomb. And those are just some of the fulfilled prophecies. And there's a man by the name of Peter Stoner who's written a book called Science Speaks. And he has shown that there's only a 1 in a 10 to the 17th power, that's 10 with 17 zeros, chance of these scientifically being fulfilled in one person. And so he's explained that this way, that if we took 1 by 10 to the 17th power silver dollars and laid them on the face of Texas, they would cover all of the state 2 feet deep. Now mark one of those silver dollars, stir the whole mass thoroughly all over the state, blindfold a man and tell him that he can travel as far as he wishes, but he can only pick up 1 silver dollar and say that this is the right one. What chance would he have of getting the right one? Just the same chance that the prophets would have had of getting these 8 prophecies and having them all come true in any one man, providing they wrote them in their own wisdom. Now, these prophecies were either given by inspiration of God or the prophets just wrote them as they thought they should be. In such a case, the prophets had just 1 chance in 10 to the 17th power of having them come true in any man, but they all came true in Jesus Christ.